I'm on a late shift today. I start at 4 PM, finish at half past midnight, which is pretty ruthless, but that's not the most ruthless part about it. The ruthless part about it is I finish at half past midnight and I start work again tomorrow morning at 8 minutes past 9 in the morning. Now, the minimum rest when you're doing your driving hours, bus driving, is 10 hours between each shift, but that can be reduced to 8.5 hours 3 times a week. So I can't really moan about it because it doesn't happen often. It doesn't even happen 3 times a week, so I'm just gonna have to suck it up and get it done. I got 7 miles to run today before work though, so I'm gonna get that done now. 6.5 kilometers into my run, got 5k to go. Today's shift is going to be an interesting one because I'm on diversion all day because of the Manchester Marathon tomorrow. I don't know why we're diverting today and tomorrow because tomorrow's the day of the race, but we are. So I suppose it'll just give people time to get familiarised with it. I've done them before, so I'm pretty familiar with them, but they seem to change every time anyway. There might be some ones in there that I've not done. I don't even know what service I'm doing till I get in work. Anyway, every time I talk, my heart rate shoots up. So I'm going to wrap this talking up and get on with it. What a run that was. That was a nice 11.3k, 7 miles, dusted off, buzzing with that. Just hope I'm in one of these new buses today and not a hybrid. I've been in a hybrid the last few times and every time I've just had issues with them. They're too old. I prefer these new ones here. Apparently I'm on duty 2522, so I've got to find that up here to find out what service I'm on. But the diversions are on till 4 this morning anyway. 2522, so I'm on 86, 85, 85A, 85A, 86, 85. Not bad. Well, it is bad because I finish at 24 minutes past midnight. Now I'm having a coffee.
Authorizing.
I'm looking for board 332 because that's what I'm on now. 347. Just got to do a bit of bus roulette in the depot. 331, 318. Please don't be on a hybrid. Hey, 332. Rock and roll. Get set up. This is a 4.5 hour first bit of the shift. Nice to get this boxed off. Be nice to get the day boxed off, to be honest. I think I'm pretty familiar with the diversions. I've just been going over them in the depot and they don't look that bad. They're a little bit different from what I've usually done, but I know all the roads. It's just a question of not going up the wrong road, that's all. If I was just started, I'd probably be a bit more nervous about it, but I'm not. Right, let's just get out of this depot for now. This diversion business doesn't half mess with your brain sometimes. I know where I'm going, I know what I'm doing. I've just got to get myself mentally ready for the day and what's got to come tonight and tomorrow morning and the rest of tomorrow day, because there's such a small turnaround in this shift what I'm doing. But, you know, sometimes it is what it is and you just got to do it. Anyway, I've got about 10 minutes before I've got to leave here as the 85. So I'm going to do that, complete these trips, see where I'm at, pick my break up, have some dinner, more to the point, it's tea time, have some late tea, and then do the second half of my shift in a bit. But at least we've got the nice weather, haven't we? Right, let's go with these 85s. 20 minutes layover, so we need to go around the block. You just said that I look like the film star, the Karate Man. Breaks me. The trouble with layover time is I've got 20 minutes, but by the time you get round the block, you park up, you have about, I don't know, 3-4 minutes, 5 minutes tops, then you've got to set back off. Right. And sometimes the block, you just can keep circling it because all the bays can be took by buses that are already on a layover. So then you can just keep going round in circles for 10 minutes until you've got to get back on the stand, which obviously isn't ideal.
On these trips with the 85 and the 86s, there wasn't really much point in focusing on timing points and being late, being on time and stuff like that, because between Charlton and Piccadilly there's 2 timing points on both the 85 and the 86. They both have different first timing points, the 85 being Claremont Road and the 86 is Brook Bar, but they both have the second timing point in common, which is the Royal Northern College of Music, which at this point was closed because of the Marathon Diversion. So as both the 85 and the 86 approached the Royal Northern College of Music timing point, we did a left from Booth Street West onto Higher Cambridge Street, then picked up the 101 and 103 route, which goes all the way up High Cambridge Street, right round to Whitworth Street, and then a left onto Oxford Street where the Palace Theatre is, then a right at the top onto Portland Street, which takes us into Parker Street bus station. There was no late running, and any late running that there was, it was minimal. You're talking minutes, and there wasn't really much point in focusing on that because that wasn't the purpose of the whole trip, the whole video really.
Well, that is the first part of my shift over for today, and I've got to go back to the depot now, pick up a break, which I can't wait to do. I am really hungry. By the time I get back at the depot, it's going to be about 8:30. Have my scran, and then I'll be back out till 20 past midnight. When they do it like this, and you've got 8.5 hours before you're back in work again, I just can't go home and switch off like a computer and go asleep. You need a couple of hours, or an hour at least, to just reset and just, you know, log off yourself. I'm not going to have the luxury to do that because I've got to get my run done, my long run done in the morning. So because I know I'm going to have trouble sleeping when I get in, I might get in about, finish at 25 past roughly, get in maybe about 22, quarter to 1. If I can get out running for 1 AM, technically it'll be a Sunday morning. I get my Sunday long run done, I'll be back by about 2:15, run 16k, 10 miles, then I'll get my head down. Then I'll wake up about 7:30, 8 o'clock. I could have 5.5 hours sleep, and then I can be back in work Sunday morning to get the Sunday shift done. I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll go for my run. If I get back home and I don't go out on a run and I'm just sat there awake, because I need to wind down, and I'm just sat there awake for like an hour and a half, anything over an hour, I'll just think to myself, I could have done my run, and then I've just wasted time then. So I'll see how I feel. If I feel really tired, I'll go to sleep and get up and do it early in the morning, but I doubt I'll feel really tired if last night was anything to go by, because I finished at midnight. I finished at midnight last night, and I couldn't get to sleep till 1:30. This has got a lot on it. 4:24 in the morning. Hazard lights on and bay 9, 10, 11, whatever's free. That means it's going in the wash, possibly. Log off this ticket machine, go and pick my brake up. As predicted, I'm out of the depot by 12:20. Oh, there's the car. Nine kilometres into my run, got 7 more to go. Average pace, it's around about 4 minutes 34 every kilometre. My heart rate 135, so not bad. Potentially could rise and finish around about 138, but
Easy effort really, considering the day, and I'm over halfway now, so I'll catch up in a bit. Coming up to the end of this run now, I'm approaching the 16th kilometre. To be honest, I'm glad to see it. There we go. That's the 16th kilometre in 4 minutes 27. Done. 1 hour 13 minutes, 10 miles, 16.11 kilometres. Getting, done it. Average pace 4:34 per kilometre, so pretty chilled. The effort was fine, my heart rate was fine, it was like 138 average, so still good 45 beats per minute off its maximum. It's just one of them that was more mentally challenging than physically, because physically I'm capable of doing it, no problem. You just have to sort of get your mindset into getting it done. I'll probably get my head down for about 2:30. Even if I get my head down for 3 o'clock, that's a bonus because I don't have to get up till 8. Then I'm in work at 9, aren't I? Yeah, it's decent. See, if I wouldn't have done this and I would have just got in, I would have just been winding down before I would have even got to sleep. I've said this all day though, I just know it. This is why I went and did it to now, because now it's done. And just like that, back in work. I need a strong coffee. What's a strong coffee? Is that like an espresso? I'm gonna get an espresso. I'm gonna get a coffee and get this day done. I've had limited time this morning. I think I got to sleep about 2:45. I woke up at 7:30 and I've just been getting stuff ready basically to get back in work and making me sandwiches and stuff like that. I'll pick this up when I get on the bus and I finish this coffee. I'm out after this one goes out and he's already halfway out. I leave here at 17 minutes past 9. The Manchester Marathon finishers are finishing up now. So I've seen loads of people walking back with the t-shirts and medals. I've got to do a right here. This is like my arse fell out when I did this first turn, because I double questioned myself whether I was going the actual right way or not.
The Manchester Marathon this year finished opposite the MRI on Oxford Road, so that was closed. So we had to do a right up Haversage Road, then a left onto Upperbrook Street, then a right here where I'm going onto Sackville Street. Now I've never done a right here onto Sackville Street, so even though I knew I was going the right way, I was still questioning whether I'd gone the right way or not. And it's mad, but you do that, especially when you're in a bus. But this road essentially takes you all the way to Portland Street. You follow it all the way up. This is where the 147 pulls in here. There's a bus stop just under the bridge here, so obviously the bus is going to fit under the bridge. And then you go straight through the top and it brings you out onto Portland Street, which then you do a left into the Piccadilly bus station.
Rush home is tight. I've got to be at Platfield's timing point at 16:44 and it's 16:51 and I'm still a few minutes away from it, so I'm 10 minutes late on my last trip. It's always the way in it. Like sod's law is that you will be late on the last one. I've literally been okay for time the whole trip, but this last trip, it's obviously like rush hour, people finishing work, marathon and all that like I've covered. That's the problem. More traffic. Coming through rush hour now at the last timing point, there's only going to be 10 or 15 minutes to go before I'm literally out of service. I'm running back to the depot dead. Which is all good. I think like being stuck behind a bus when you're in a bus is just not good. Usually you're elevated so you can see above everyone's car, so you can read the road in front of you, you can tell how busy it is, but when you're stuck in front of this, you just can't. Or like a van or anything that's higher than a car. On Winslow Road you can be stuck behind about 5 of these, all in a line. Let's get out of there. Hopefully let's get in front of this one. And now let's get gone. 10 minutes late. Ooh, that is painful. I know it's only 10 minutes, but believe me, that is painful now. We've just tackled rush home. Now we've got Fallowfield and Withington to get through. And then that's it, this trip's finished.
Get in front of that one. That's the day finished. I'm late, but I don't care. I'm just done. Get back to the depot now, cash in, and then get out of there, and then go home and just chill out and wind down. I've got a ton load of editing to do, files the size of the Empire State Building. But because of my work schedule the last 2 days, there's no way I'm going home and then just dipping into the edits at the minute. That is another day done in the depot, done and dusted. I've enjoyed making this one, and I've enjoyed the challenge of the last couple of days, getting out, getting it done, getting my running done, getting the work done, filming the content as well. So I appreciate everyone's interaction on the videos because it's absolutely blown me away lately. Done, and I'm going home. Peace. Have a good day, everyone.